I kept staring at my phone as the flight started descending into Johannesburg airport. My phone is just not starting up. It froze. And somewhere over the Indian Ocean, I did the inevitable that I had been pushing back a long time. I hit the reformat, ignoring the warning message, all your data will be lost. I don't know whether it's a courage or sheer stupidity. And the next few days, it was utter chaos. I had to reinstall all apps, rebuild my contacts. Known people became unknown. I saw a call coming. I picked up. May I know who's speaking? It turned out to be my mother-in-law. What a disaster. But guess what? After a few weeks, I got almost like a new phone. And I was so happy. I was cursing myself why I didn't do that earlier, that reset, that reformat. And our brain sometimes, our mind works the same way, like my frozen phone. We know very well that we need to reset, we need to reformat, but we keep on walking that well-trodden path, not having the courage to reset. And there is no bigger reset happening now than artificial intelligence, AI. When AI arrived, I did like most of you did. I started learning every day. The new LLMs, not only one, multiple LLMs. I started learning Gamma, Notebook LM, agents. And then suddenly I felt, yes, I have caught that race. I am winning the AI race. And then what happened? Next day, a new model came, a new LLM. And along with that, I became anxious, anxiety. Am I winning this race? Can I win this race? As if I were on a treadmill. And then one day, I was at the gym on the treadmill. During an intense exercise, the treadmill suddenly stopped. And then, panting, listening to my heavy breathing myself, I had a powerful realization. It was not me moving the belt. I just pressed the button. The treadmill was moving me. And my AI journey felt the same way. I was on that AI treadmill. I thought I was mastering, but I had no control whatsoever. AI was controlling me. And then I started thinking, maybe I'm approaching it the wrong way. Speed is not the currency here. On the contrary, I need to slow down. I need to take a pause. And that became my hypothesis. And I am going to test that hypothesis with your help here and now. For a moment, just keep your phone away. Even if it is on silent, keep it away. Be with me for less than a minute. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out slowly. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in again. Breathe out slowly. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. And whenever you feel like, open your eyes. Less than a minute. And I'm sure you felt a palpable shift. Why is it so? Because we slowed down, we paused. And you know what happens when you slow down? We activate our default mode network in our brain. And that's the default mode network, which is responsible for creative thinking, complex problem solving. And something else happens. With the default mode network, you activate something which is innate human qualities and abilities, the 3 C's. Your curiosity, critical thinking, connect. Curiosity. That's where the human genius lives. If you talk about AI, AI takes input from various sources and it converges. On the other hand, human thinking, curiosity, it diverges. It generates new thing, new pattern, unknown in the known even. Curiosity where human genius lives. Second, critical thinking. Let's face it, in today's AI world, all the processes are getting automated, including the complex one. Codes are generated automatically, testing done automatically, reports generated automatically. So what left to us is higher order thinking, critical thinking, asking the right question, framing the right question to that AI and LLM. So critical thinking is the number 2. And number 3 is connect. AI can write beautiful emails, and I'm sure you get it in your office as well. But what AI cannot do, walk across the floor, look someone in their eyes and ask, how are you doing? That connection, that is human, that AI cannot replicate. So, in this today's AI world, if you want to be successful and be the champion, you need to have this internal operating system, the new one with 3 C's: curiosity, critical thinking, and connect. If you do that, you will master it. If you don't, you will be at risk. You may be asking, Indranil, why you are saying that? Let's put it simply. If you look at our work, it has 3 blocks: input, process, output. Of course, we are judged by our output or outcome. But in today's world, pre-AI world, our value lies in the process. Can you do coding faster than the other? Can you do this process better? You get value for that process, knowledge, and expertise. But with AI, that middle block is getting automated more and more. Going forward, your value would be in the input, what input you are giving with your critical thinking, with the patterns that you are recognizing, that unique human ability of think through. And then you use the process, the AI-driven process, to get the output. And when AI gives the output, of course, you have to judge it. And that you cannot do without having these 3 C's, without having that new internal operating system. When I walked off that AI treadmill, I started a new rigor, new process for myself. Earlier, for any new thing, I would just go to my favorite LLM and say, be my thinking partner and collaborator, and I give the input and it will spit out something. Sounds familiar, right? I stopped doing that now. I don't touch any LLM or computer for the first 15 minutes. And that would often mean I would stare at the wall or looking out of the window. Sometimes my wife will even barge in thinking I'm not doing anything. No, actually I'm thinking. I'm activating my default mode network. I'm activating the 3 C's. And I can tell you the output and outcome became much, much superior just by taking that 15 minutes pause, thinking through it. In the age of AI, this is not a distant utopia. All of us will have to learn this new operating system, the 3 C's, along with the AI knowledge. Don't get me wrong, I'm not asking you not to use AI or leverage AI. Use it even more, leverage it more, but on your own terms. With the 3 C's, you champion it yourself. And not only us as individual, even organization, we have to relearn it. Even today, I see the organizations are giving too much weightage on the process, who can run AI better, who is learning better, rather than the input. The organization has to change their reward system, how they evaluate people. And even I would argue, in the school, our children need to learn these 3 C's. Curiosity, not just what to learn, how to learn. Critical thinking, how to ask the right questions. And connect, how to connect at a human to human level. Before I end, here is my challenge to all of you. Tomorrow morning, when you are tempted to use that AI and LLM, just take a pause, slow down. Slow down to spark your curiosity. Slow down to regain your critical thinking. Slow down to connect the dots and connect at a human level. AI is moving fast. So what? Your currency is not the speed. You need a new internal operating system with the 3 C's. You need to slow down. You know how to win this AI race? Not being on the AI treadmill. You win because you are irreplaceably human. Thank you very much.